I'm Deborah Rosati. I wear many hats. I'm the founder and CEO of Women Get On Board, and we are a member-based company that basically elevates the next generation of women corporate directors. How I got there is I really started my career in the tech sector in Ottawa. I was CFO of an early stage technology company in the mid 90s. There really wasn't formal angel investors. There really venture capital was really only just evolving. And so did lots of rounds of financing and took the company from ground zero to a successful exit. And from there, I went into venture capital. And it was by being a general partner, I ended up serving on the portfolio company boards. And so that's really where my board career began. But from the outset, I had opportunities to be an angel investor. So I've been an angel investor since late 90s, early 2000. I've had some successes and not successes. It's been a portfolio approach. And then as I've evolved my board career, I ended up being more in public company boards versus early stage technology company boards. And it was really 2023 through being on boards and I have a business background. I'm a CPA by background, so I have financial expertise and I have governance expertise. And so in 2023, my very good friend, who's co-founder, Sherry Shannon Vanstone, and another very good friend, Lara Zink, and we had this novel eureka moment to saying, Sherry was out doing, she's the founder and CEO of Profound Impact. She was doing an angel round of financing. And here I was, it was 2023. She was asking, I was advising a little bit on the side and advising just, I said, oh, you should structure it this way. And, they're coming back with that kind of response. Are you sure? And it was really amazed me that it was 2023 and someone of her experience and serial entrepreneurial success was getting comments like, well, come back when you have a pitch coach, or I'm going to put $50,000 in and I expect to be on your board. Well, I kind of have knowledge in governance. I have knowledge in financing. It was like, wow. So really came together as a collective, Sherry Shannon Vanstone, myself, and Lara Zink. And we all recognized that there was this gap in the marketplace. And the gap really was that female founders, that there just wasn't funding available in the same way. So how can we pull together an ecosystem? And that's when we created Women Funding Women and have this great opportunity to partner with NACO to really build out and amplify the voices because it is an ecosystem. It's not just a fund and it's not just angels. It's the ecosystem that really will amplify and elevate that next generation, in my opinion, of female founders, and also creating a space for female angel investors that may never have invested in angel investment in the past, creating a community for them to be safe, for them to have conversations, and to really amplify. And we know the data. Less than 2% of venture capital funding goes into female founders. We can do better than that. And I know as NACO has their women's initiatives and they are trying to get more women into this asset class of angel investing, we just need to work together and collaborate. And it's really relationship. And I always think one more female angel investor is going to continue to grow and support each other. Well, and we came out, we're not a fund. We say we're a collective. And, we had our first launch event and we had over 100, we were sold out and we had over 100, in the ecosystem from incubators to VCs to funders to service providers to female founders. And it was really that energy in the room and the power. And even as an example, this opportunity we've had to do this roundtable event that NACO hosted for Women Funding Women is, we put together that in short order. It was like, what do we want to do? Who should we invite? And let's make this a really safe and collaborative space to bring women together and not setting expectations that, it's a big structure, but making them comfortable to build those relationships. Having been called myself a bag lady where I was always out raising funds, right? And it was very unique. I was CFO, and the three co-founders were the engineers, the technical founders. And I was always pitching to men. But it was, the company was, a network security company. So it never really dawned on me that, oh, I have to be treated differently. It was the ask, but you knew that you were going out with an ask, right, to raise funds. But I think as women, if you don't want to be intimidated by, oh, if I go there, I've got to put money in. You don't want to be under pressure. But I think building the relationship and then, without a formal ask, without saying, hey, come to this event, you're going to hear some women, angel investors, you're going to hear some founders speak about their opportunity. Don't make it such a formal pitch, right? Get them interested. And if they're interested, they'll build relationships. And if they build relationships, then they can come from a place of trust and comfort to say, yeah, I'm interested in you, as opposed to going and saying, hey, I need to raise $500,000. Can I, do you want to participate? I think it's more the informal relationships and getting that, building those over time. Because I think as women, we like to build relationships and we're not as transactional. We have funds, and in our funds, we allocate them. You're going to have your GICs, you're going to have your safe investments, and then you're going to have riskier investments. It's in a portfolio approach, but you're also going to get back. There's the philanthropic. But if you think about philanthropic initiatives are very much about doing good by, making an impact. But I also think the conversations today were, as women, investors, we can have an impact on the future of our economy by investing in female-led ventures. So I think that impact, and also by doing good, but not just so by doing good by donating, by actually investing. It's finding where are those networks, where are those structures. So sometimes, as from a NACO perspective, you're national. So all the different angel groups across the country. And maybe you've got a friend that's investing. Is ask them how they started, right? And finding sometimes it's just starting small, not trying to take a big chunk of your portfolio and investing it. Start small and building from there, but finding those groups and finding those angel groups or those networks where there's other women investing. That would be finding those networks. As women, a lot of times your relationship, you might have worked with someone. Like last week, there was a huge network group that came out, Be Uninterrupted. And they were building out 100 founding members, and each of the founding members were from different groups. But what I noticed, I was asked to, we're an affiliate partner, Women Get on Board, and what I noticed was all of them had a touch point from working together at some point in their career, whether they were ex-McKinsey, ex-Deloitte, ex-Walmart, and all of those. So women are very comfortable to network with women they know. And that was my aha moment last week when I was there. My observation is a lot of these women were networked already through previous careers, and some of them are actually angel investors as well. But it wasn't an angel networking event. There will be groups, there will be people in that organizer or that group or that initiative that might be, but it's not, hey, it's really about women in their career. They will be interrupted through whether it's being a mom, whether it's aging parents, whether it's a loss of a job, that we all go through these different stages. But you got to find your tribe. What I think is women, I think we have to be bolder and we have to have the courage to ask, right? And I think what I noticed when we had our launch event and we did the founder funder roundtable, we were around the table and women weren't asking for enough money. They were kind of shy to ask for I need this. And you're like, well, wait a sec, you've already got a product and you're only asking for $300,000. And they would have already approached sort of non-equity dilutive, non-equity financing. And I think we just have to be bolder and we have to support each other in those bold initiatives because men do it and we have to do it as well. So I also think we can come from a place of reciprocity. So one of the women today was talking about, she was down at Silicon Valley, Pathway to Silicon Valley. I went down there in the fall time with Sherry. And my observation of the community down there, they were coming from a place of reciprocity. Not, I may not have the funds, but let me connect you to 2 or 3 people. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be the funds. So how can we create this sense of reciprocity? And women are tired of, getting coaching. Help me make the connections. Help me find people that can expand my network and have expertise. So I think we have to come from a broader place of reciprocity. And if we're really truly going to be productive and innovative and make an impact, we have to lean in, and we have to lean in. May not be with a check. Maybe it's, can I make an introduction? And I've heard that from a few women. It's like, I went down and I just met. But I also hear from here, there was a woman who came to our founder funder roundtable. She says, I didn't invest in them, but I made 3 connections for them.